Welcome back, everyone. Joining us now is Mark Ulrich from the Hometown Senior Care Advisors. He is here to tell us more about the things we need to be watching out for when our older family members and some of the signs that maybe that they need more support. So, Mark, tell us about what we need to be looking for.
So each person's kind of different, and we all know our family members pretty well and how they act and what they do, their things throughout the day. But some things that we can look for is sometimes they'll start pulling away from family. You'll notice them sitting by themselves, staying in a room, not really speaking. They will start going through their stuff, all of their private belongings. You may even see them start handing some stuff away and giving it to people. So it's very important that we watch for that. Emotions. The nicest grandma that you've had could completely turn. She could become very angry. The emotions are a big change. And I really, truthfully, for me, believe that it's because they know that there's something going on. And imagine yourself, having to make those changes in your life. If things were happening, what are you going to do? Where are you going to go? You're not yourself. So you just really have to watch. Eating habits could be changing. All of those eating habits could change. They could start eating way less. So it's just about everybody that's around that family member to keep a lookout and keep looking and watching and continuing to show the love and the care and the support for them.
And so how can we approach these topics of moving with our older relatives without causing a fight?
So with them, if you are noticing the changes, I don't know if you would really need to address it with them as much as just reinforce maybe some of the older habits. Of course, once you start recognizing those, you do need to set up some kind of appointment with one of their doctors to try and get some kind of diagnosis to find out what's going on. For example, a UTI can change somebody completely. As a completely different person. And that can be fixed with medication. But it's important to make those changes and get those appointments set up and make sure that you're following through with those appointments.
And so, if older relatives need medical assistance, how can we find that for them?
So you can reach out to a lot of different, there's a lot of avenues here in Amarillo. We have a lot of good people that are here. We've got a lot of home health here in town, such as Interim or Accent Care. We've also got some what they call in-home care, Ruby Slippers, Home Instead. They can contact me. I help get resources set up as well. And I don't charge. We don't charge the individual, but I can set them forward and give them the names and the numbers that they can use to contact.
Well, Mark, what kind of support is out? Well, you just touched on that. So, how can we get in contact with you about these topics and more?
Sure. My number is 806-290-5532. My email is mark@hometownsca.com. I had to look at the monitor there because I forget my own email sometimes. And, we're here for support. And I had a client call me today, and I said, if you just need to scream and yell because you're frustrated and you don't know what's going on or what to, call me. I always joke and say, just warn me you're going to scream and yell first so I don't scream back. We got to make sure that we're there for them. We don't want families to feel like they're on the journey by themselves. It's not necessary. We're all going to be going through this sometime in our life, whether it be with a friend or our own family members or ourselves. So I really feel that as a community, we need to stick together and support any way possible.
All right, Mark, we appreciate you joining us.
Thank you.
We have more Studio 4 after this.